Kia ora Senior Syndicate and welcome to week 3 of Remote Learning Maths. First off, today we're going to be thinking about time, and if you wanted to watch your favourite TV programs, knowing how long they're going to be on for and how it would be really helpful if you've got some of the tools that you made last week. The first one being your clock or a number line where you can write some times on. Now you can use anything to do that, but it's handy to have one if you're thinking about time. Before we start working about time, you've got your tools handy and there's some things you have to keep in your mind. First thing I'd say was, do you know how many minutes are in an hour? Those are really important things when you're working out time. We've got a big question here today. How do I work out how long each television show is? I wonder. Let's see if we can work out how long some of these programs go for. This morning I was watching Wacky Races and it started at 7:50. I have to think to myself, 7:50, what does that look like? So on my clock I started at the 7 and I counted round 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So I knew the big hand of my clock was going to be on the 10 and the little hand almost at the 8. Now, on my timetable, it says that Wacky Races goes to 8:15. So I'm going to count around on my clock from 10 to 8 to 8:15. Can you remember where 8:15 is? That's right, 15. It's 8:15. So I can count. I can either count in fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That would tell me that Wacky Races is 25 minutes long. Okay. Let's look at another way to work this out. Here I've got my number line. And if you look closely at the number line, I've started at 7:30 and I've gone to 8:30. Your number line can be as long as you like, as long as the little bits in between are the same amount of time passed. If you look closely, I can see 7:30 and 8 o'clock. What do you think the increments in between will be? If I look at my timetable, Wacky Races starts at 7:50, which is just before 8 o'clock. Let me think. 7:30, 7:35, 7:40, 7:45, 7:50. Wacky Races starts right there. I'll put an RW. That is 7:50. Now that tells us these times are in 5-minute blocks. So if I want to get all the way to 8:15, I'm going to 7:50, 7:55, 8 o'clock, 8:05, 8:10. There we go. Wacky Races stops at 8:15. Okay. The next thing we need to do is count up how long that is. And we can start here and we can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes. So Wacky Races is 25 minutes. Let's check and see if that was the same that we did on our clock. Yes, it is. So both ways are equally effective to work out your time. The next bit, if we want to work out how long to watch television for an hour, then we actually need to do that for each of our programs. It takes a little bit of time, but once you've got it, you can make decisions about how long you're going to watch TV for and what programs you're going to watch, so you get the best programs for the amount of time you're allowed to watch TV for. If you've mastered calculating time, you're now ready to go on to adding and subtracting time. Well done.